under here for yourguitarworkshop.com. Just a few quick things before we get started on this tutorial. The first thing would be that the tablature and full lesson are already online. So if you're interested in those, then follow the links in the description and they'll take you right where you need to go. The other thing is that if you're enjoying these kinds of videos, these in-depth tutorials, then please give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you're having certain songs that you would like to see on this channel featured or certain bands, then please leave a message in the comments below or message me on Facebook. And having said that, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. All right, without further ado, let's get started on Sweet Child of Mine. Starting on the intro melody, that Slash plays. Let me play those first two bars and then we'll get into how to play that on the guitar. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so what do you play exactly? You start off with index finger in 12th of the D, then ring finger 15 on the B, then middle finger 14 on the G, and then index finger 12 on the G. It's like this, 3, 4. And I play this with alternate picking, so it's down and up strokes. So like this, 3, 4, down, up, down, up. Then in the second half of that bar, you play ring finger 15 on the high E, then middle finger 14 on the G, and then ring finger 14 of the high E, back to middle finger 14 on the G. Like this, 3, 4. And also here I use alternate picking. So I play 3, 4, down, up, down, up. So when we combine the first half and the second half of that first bar, you get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the pattern you play in the first bar is repeated in the second bar. So when we combine those two bars, you get this. 3, 4. In the next two bars, you play pretty much exactly the same with the exception that the first note of bar 3 and the first note of bar 4 is not 12th position of the D, but it is 14th position of the D string. And you also play that with your index finger. So bar number 3 would be played like this. And the same for bar 4. Then when we move on to bars number 5 and 6, again, you play the exact same thing with the exception that the first note in bar 5 and the first note in bar 6 is different. Instead of playing that 12th position on the D, you play 12th position of the G. So that pattern in bar 5 looks like this. 3, 4. And of course, that's repeated. Then in bar 7 and 8, you play exactly the same as what you played in bars number 1 and 2. So let's try to play bars numbers 1 through 8 together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so these 8
bars together form an intro section, and that intro section is played 3 times. The first and second time you play this section, everything's the same. The third time you play it, bars numbers 7 and 8 are different, and that's what we'll look at right now. So for bar number 7, the third time you play this section, you really play something different from that pattern that we had. And what we do is we play sort of a melody. And in between, we have a note that we played. So we alternate between that melody and in between those melody notes, every time we play 14th position of the G with our middle finger, right? So what do you play? You start with 12 on the high E, then that pedal note, then you play 15 on the B with your ring finger, back to the pedal note, then to 12 on the high E again, back to that 14th with your middle finger, then 14th on the high E with your ring finger, back to that pedal note, then either ring finger or pinky, 15 on the high E, back to that pedal note, then ring finger 14 on the high E, and back, and then 12 on the high E, and back, and you hold it, and while you hold it, you play 15 with your ring finger on the B. Like this, slowly, 3, 4. Now also here I use alternate picking, right? So what I do is I play 3, 4, down, up, 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 down, and then you hold. What we can do now is we play that third time we play the intro section. So bars numbers 1 through 6 are exactly the same as with the other intro sections, but 7 and 8 are now what we just explained. So here we go. Last time intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it.